Hello everybody. Thank you for tuning into another StarCraft 2 broadcast. My name is Anaris. Today we're here watching a PvZ on the map Slag Pits between Combat X, the Protoss player, down in the 6 o'clock position against the Blue Zerg opponent, Root Cats. Now, this is apparently a pretty exciting game, so I'm looking forward to a fun matchup here today. Haven't actually seen... Whoa! Nooblet time! Wow, okay. I definitely don't have my chat filter on, so I don't know. I guess he's just typing random letters. Cool story, bro. Anyways, haven't actually cast any games on this map yet. Whoa. Replays of you begging me to leave after beating you with P&T at rootgaming.com if interested. Oh, have to check that out. Pretty interesting stuff indeed there. So I guess we're just gonna have an all-out flame war. Looking at the spawning positions, we can actually look at the map here real quick. You see the players are somewhat close together, but definitely some happy players indeed. See, the spawning area is rather narrow, leading down to an expansion, and we have a scout heading over here. Now actually down here rather, you can see there's one short path with a couple different Wow, what is with you guys? Seriously, just calm down there, buddy. StarCraft 2, it's serious business. Jeez. Alright, so the middle of the map here, you can see it's got one Xel'Naga watchtower. Kind of open here on the sides. You can see it's a little choke-ish right there with the tower creating two little narrow points of entry. Spawning pool going down for Root Cats first. What's he going to be doing here? No gas just yet. Might be throwing down an expansion a little bit. I don't know. He's got about 180 minerals. That's what I'm thinking. He's got to be doing something with it soon. He's got this drone headed down here. Let's see. One gateway. Protoss actually opening with pretty standard build so far. And wait a minute. Are you serious? Are you serious? We have a hatchery going down in Combat X's base, and I do like when we were talking about that. He said, rootgaming.com, free download! Buy today! How you can buy it with free, I don't know, but Combat X going for the pretty appropriate one probe zapping response, and the gateway going down as well, hoping to seal off the ramp. Well, this is certainly an interesting turn of events. Roachwarren going down, also a few Zerglings coming as well. Maybe Cats is going to be going for a Spinecrawler push? I don't know, but this certainly does put a wall into Combat X's wall. Yeah, great analysis there, I know, but kind of speechless at this point. Root Cats going for a very interesting, unique play. And the guys are seriously upset about this. I mean, I've read the whole, Combat X threads and whatnot. Very interesting stuff indeed. But this is certainly speaking for itself so far. Do you like that pylon placement there? That's going to let him warp in units outside of his base. Should he decide to do it? Hatchery's done. Zerglings are down here at the bottom. We see the Zealots actually running away, allowing the Zerglings to run up. And now we have Roaches building in the base, with the Cybernetics core getting creeped over. Wow, what a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game indeed. Continuing to chrono boost out those Zealots. Trying to do anything he can, and he's also still running on he's running on two geysers right now. Don't know if I'd be running on two geysers when I've got a hatchery in my freaking base. So there's the Roach micro right there. Zealots continue to block off the Zerglings. Roaches win, and now this Zealot is going to be coming under attack. Well, now then, Root Cat's definitely in a good question mark position here. First Roach should be going down to second, but not before taking out that Zealot. Now there is only one Zealot left. Combat X moving it back to try to block off the Zerglings, but it is going to leave this hatchery slightly vulnerable. This one as well. Roach continuing to do more damage. This one Hero Zealot taking out two Roaches here. Oh yeah, and then immediately goes down. Will the Chrono boost and the the probes be enough? I can't help but laugh here. You okay? Oh wow, this is just that's good. That's good. I guess there's the lack of a GG right there. So Combat X taken out by Root Cats. There was mention of other games on Root Gaming's website, so let's just turn this into I think I read there was 3 other games. Let's turn this into a 3 or 4 part series here in this video. I'm going to pause it, go find those games, see what's up, and we'll watch them and see what happens, because I definitely like some backstory on this. Alright, here we go down memory lane. Alright folks, welcome back. Got game number 2 here, and I only found 2 others, so this is going to be second in a 3-part series. I guess we're going to call it the Combat X Ladder Fiasco? I don't know. We'll just keep going with it and see exactly what happens here. Now you'll notice this is on patch 1. I think it was 1.2. You'll notice the distinct lack of a name bar and mineral information. Pretty helpful stuff overall. But we are playing on the same map, the Slag Pits. So we got Root Cat spawning up here as Protoss in the 12-ish position. And Combat X spawning down here in the 342 position, with first pylon going down right here. Pretty interesting stuff. And you see they're actually chatting about points a little bit here. Now, given Combat X's, I guess, colorful history, I find this pretty interesting. And of course, this replay was available, as we saw in the first part, at root-gaming.net. I think it was rootgaming.com, one of those two. As we see now, Combat X trying to get Root Cats to give him the points. Alright, well, I guess this really shouldn't come as any surprise here. Now, we do have a Forge going down. Cats' probe. Does it actually see it, though? Oh, looks like it does see it right there. As if a little bit of lag. Sure enough, there we go. He spots that. He's like, alright, sure enough, I know what's going on. Probably going to have a probe coming. We see Combat X has one right there. First gateway about 30% complete, 40% or so. There's that probe coming out. Going to be checking to see what is Combat X up to right there. Looks like he's going to be heading down to the southern portion right here. Looks like exactly right here. First pylon going down. Going to be heading back up now. Root Cats has his other probe coming right back up to mine. And now we're seeing a cannon push. Alright, well, this is... Now, you know, looking at game number 3, or I guess what was game number 3, but game number 1 in this video, I can understand why Root Cats did what he did with that hatchery. Oh, the irony. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, first 2 cannons have gone down for Combat X, as we see Cats trying to get pursuit with the probes. A little bit of micro there by X as he continues to run around. First cannon going down there. I like how Root Cats is keeping enough probes on minerals, still keeping mining, and bringing off a few to try to get this probe. Will it die? Oh, man, so very close. Oh, and it does go down. Combat X does have another probe here, though. I like how Cats shot up for that Stalker right as soon as he could. Oh, probe goes down once again. Root Cats with the complete domination here in his base. No probe will get past Cats here, as you see 2 more are coming over from Combat X, going to be coming over in pairs. Looking at the probe count right now, 17 to 13 in favor of Cats. Sure enough, there we go. He's even got 3 of them on gas, able to support it, be able to get those Stalkers out. And now this is going to be a complete shutdown for Combat X here. With this Stalker in play, there's nothing that Combat X is going to be able to do. Oh, you silly cannon rusher, you. Maybe it worked in the games where you got some free wins, but I don't think it's going to be working here today against Root Cats, who actually looks like he's going to be sacrificing a couple probes to the cannon gods down here. 2 more probes headed on the way for Combat X. We see down here at his base, he has, well, jack shit. Yep, that's pretty much all he's got down here, folks. 1 forge, 2 pylons, just enough to keep his probes going. And look at this, both probes actually coming up here, trying to push in closer towards Root Cat's mineral line, but with only 1 cannon in play here at the top, 4 Stalkers, it's looking pretty bad for Combat X. Good micro there by Cats, actually keeping that one away. He's trying to take out this 1 Stalker, though. You see Combat X, the master of cannon micro. Apparently, when that's all you build in the game, you gotta be pretty good at it. Second cannon down. Third one's going down pretty quick. Will it? We'll be able to take out the Stalker, though. So very close. Yes, indeed, it does go down. Looking at the Edith's Lost for the lulls. Oh, you mind leaving and help me get number 1? Well, how nice. That's, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's funny, though, because before I saw this game, the first one, I really hadn't paid much attention to the guy. I saw there was a giant thread about him winch trading or something like that, but I never really gave him much thought. And now seeing this and seeing it continue, it's like, really? Really? How low can you go? Oh well. I mean, I'm not saying the guy is a complete noob, because it's not really my place to say that. All I'm commenting on is, well, this. This right here. Uline helping me get number 1. That pretty much says it all, folks, and, you know, I really have to say I do not like people that do that at all. It just completely destroys the faith that people have in the ladder system. And we see now, he's actually trying to kind of bribe him with training. I guess, Root Cats isn't in the market for training with Combat X, I'm sorry to say. But no, I haven't actually, like, I don't know Combat X's real skill. I mean, these are the only 2 games I've seen, and if this is his real skill, then yeah, I mean, that speaks for itself, but I haven't actually seen him attempt to play what I would hope to be a serious game. Do we have a gateway going down, though? Combat X sporting the gateway should be done around the, 8-minute, 45-second mark there, as he continues to current boost out those probes, trying to hold out. I don't know. He's staying. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, really? Are you gonna stay? You've already said it's over. So I guess he really wants to. Oh man, I really try not to laugh and cast, but whew, sometimes these things are just gonna bring it on themselves. I'm not even going to try to analyze what's going on in this game, because, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Cats has got this in the bag. He's already got the Twilight Council, the robotics facility. We've got the Warp Prism coming in here. And, yeah, Stalker's keeping the Protoss player down here in check. But he's cannoning up. I mean, he's got those cannons. With five of these cannons here, with 6 Stalkers, he should be able to actually micro, this one attack this one attack this one, push them back, and then try to all focus down one of them that he didn't move back and catch him off guard like that. I don't know, but, this isn't the right time or place to discuss the intricacies of cannon micro. Can those even go together in the same sentence? I don't know. But he's got triple pylon coverage. We see overlapping right here. He's got, this one cannon is sure to not go down, because it has coverage for not 1, not 2, but 3 pylon fields of energy. Finally, Cat's looking like he's going to be a little bit aggressive in this game here. He's going to be taking out the Forge. It is already about 50%. Shields going down, and there's the liftoff from the Warp Prism. Going to try to make things here overly exciting, as, I mean, it's pretty much about as lulzy as you can get right now. Oh no, but he doesn't evacuate one of the Stalkers. All that DPS right there. And what is Combat X going to be able to do? He's got so many probes right now. Look at this. He could just come over here and swarm 1 Stalker for another 2 seconds. Sorry, 3. Okay, that tactic's invalid now. Never mind that. But I do want to point out, actually, now that we're looking at the space, I do like how there's warning signs around the geysers. Yeah, that's pretty good information there. Yeah, this game's about over, folks. I gotta say, very interesting, very close game. Very close. We see he's going for the DTs. It would have caught him completely off guard. Cats would have had no way to detect that whatsoever. Nope, not at all. And he's begging one last chance. This is awfully familiar. This kind of reminds me of some screenshots that we saw. Oh, well, GG. There's the GG number 2. Research. So, Cats, if you're watching this, make sure you go research Combat X, because he could be number 2 in North America in the ladder. All right, let's go watch. Let's go see if game number 3 is pretty interesting. All right, folks. Got game number 3 here. Got it from Root Gaming's website. Let's check that out. We got Combat X spawning as the blue Protoss down in the 9 o'clock position. Rude Cat's up in the 12, going to be playing on Metalopolis. Again, it's patch 1.2, don't have any of the cool additional features. We just got the the traditional stuff right here. We see they're actually chatting about the teams. I guess Combat X was slightly favored to Rude Cats, so I'm sure he was quite happy about that. Yeah, I'd like to go, and I don't mean to play devil's advocate, but I do want to actually see Combat X play for real once, just because, well, I mean, this can't possibly be, I mean, the only way he plays, right? I mean, there's got to be some redeeming factor here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have seen some positive comments about him on Team Liquid and other Google search results. So, I don't know, I might do a little bit of digging, and if I find one, I will certainly post it, just to kind of balance what we've seen here so far. But, like I said, I'm not posting this for strategies, I'm posting this because the epic lulls that we saw in game number 1, I can't believe that people who are so, known to, like, your community would do things like deliberately asking somebody who you know is well known to win trade. Or not to win trade, but to give you a free win. Like, to me, that's just so completely disrespectful to the community, to the players that try to get up the ladder and actually take it seriously. Now, obviously, people who take the ladder 100% seriously, I mean, they're not, I'm sure they're not completely naive, but probably some people. However, on the whole, it's a pretty decent system. I mean, it makes for fun times, and it's not all bad. But just stuff like this just pisses me off. So, Rude Cat's over here opening up with a pretty typical build right here. We've got that 15 supply orbital command. There's the gas just finishing up. And there's that SCV. Cats is like, alright, you know what? I know the deal. I played this guy once already. Throwing down the bunker right there. It should be able to cap off that pylon. If the cannons don't go down, but you see, Combat X did kind of push his probe up here. Now canceling all three of those pylons. Just wanted to make sure they wouldn't actually get up there. The Marine actually firing at the cannon, not the probe. Of course, the probe would be able to run away pretty darn easily. Having a depot right there, not the best thing. Good call on putting it somewhere else, and by somewhere else, I mean anywhere but here. Looks like he's actually going to cut it entirely in favor of the bunker back here. Now, this is a good idea. He realizes, Cat realizes, okay, not going to be able to do anything about all of these cannons. No way, no how. But what he can do is hope to take out at least one, and then make his Marines fall back. We see he's actually bringing the SCVs over, hoping to extend the life of this bunker for as long as possible. Take out this cannon. Sure enough, there we go. Now, is he going to move these Marines, or is he going to keep them there as long as possible? Now, it looks like he is going to move them, and maybe sacrifice the bunker, maybe repair, or release it. There we go. Now he's selling it off. And he did get the full money back from that. I think he finished right at the last second. So now Combat X is in a little bit of a pickle. We see the Marines are able to reach... Oh, probe sacrifice right there. Probably not the best movement on that. ... But over here, we see he's building up a little bit earlier than he did the previous game that we saw. Got that gateway coming, not building quite as many probes, not being as aggressive. Now he's kind of testing the waters here, realizing, alright, so can't drop a cannon there either. So far, we've seen Combat X cannon rush pretty much, yeah, he definitely likes his cannon rushes. And, I mean, he's pretty much famous for that, but still. Hoping for something a little bit different. We did see in the first game, though, where he was trying something, different. So I guess it took two attempts to realize it wasn't going to work against Root Cat. So there goes that probe right there. Not investing any more money into it, cutting his losses a lot earlier this time. And now... Rude Cat's still sitting pretty good. Dropping that starport back there. You see he's got the hidden factory. Also going for that second geyser. What could he be doing? He's probably thinking, alright, so he's got the forge down here. He may decide to have some cannons, so maybe not Banshee harassment. Although it could be possible, but relying on Cloak, that would take a long time too. I'm guessing we're going to see some kind of a drop here. I mean, that's what we saw on Slag Pits. Took advantage of that Warp Prism. Knew the cannons were all kind of front-loaded up here in Slag Pits. So probably thinking that's going to be the best route. And we see he's actually moving out now. Is he actually... Yeah, he spotted that right there. Okay. So he knows the forge is there. Going to go take that out. Make sure there's not going to be a lot more cannons placed than there are already. One pylon going down. Going to be allowing units to warp in down there. And capturing the watchtower. Second probe heading out. I wonder what it's going to do. May try to do some kind of wonky proxy play. I don't know. But there's Cats testing the waters. Sees there's one cannon up there and not a lot else. Got a couple units. Not nearly as much defense as we saw in game number 2. Unfortunately for Cats, he doesn't have a hatchery to put in here. Oh well. This looks like he's going to go ahead and take over both these towers. Pretty confident that he's going to be able to make it to the point in the game where control of those is really going to matter a whole bunch. At this point in the game, though, we got the medevac coming down here. We've already got the Hellions. No blue flame upgrade, but he's got stim pack. I mean, that's really all you need right now. And looking at the mineral line for old Combat X down here, pretty good. He's got a decent number of probes. We see 18 to 27. And there you go, folks. Hellions dropping right down to the probes who are running away. Not a lot in the way of defensive units for Combat X. So see the probes actually coming over here, trying to get a surround on the Hellions, who are doing a lot of damage to him. Pretty heavy losses suffered right there. Marines actually getting most of the damage. One Hellion actually able to survive. Not for long, though. Stalker took him out. So there's the holy crap GG. And once again, seriously? Oh my god, you mind leaving once again? Please, no. Sad face, Combat X has left the game. Oh god, yeah, damn it, that pisses me off. Alright, so that's going to be game. So now we see here, Combat X apparently hasn't changed, as this is not the first time we've seen this. I'm going to throw the Team Liquid thread down there. And also, I'll put a link to the Root Gaming website. I'm assuming that because Combat X posted those replays on the Root Gaming website, he doesn't mind stuff like this going up. Probably what he intended. So yeah, I just thought this was pretty interesting stuff. I figured you guys would get a kick out of it. I know I lulled pretty hard when I read the chat log over at SC2 Rep. So yeah, actually got some more legitimate games coming down the line, as well as a pretty interesting thing going up over at SK Gaming. So make sure you check that out. Stay tuned, and I'm out.